Hey, what's up, everybody? There's been a lot of buzz and excitement about Tweedle lately, and many people have called and asked me to tell them more about what Tweedle is. Tweedle makes new music experiences easy. It's like Instagram and American Idol meets Tinder. Thumb scroll through our discovery feed of 30-second samples, a random playlist of new music by genre. Simply select a 30-second sample and be the judge. You can swipe nah, or you can swipe dope to cast your vote. I think this song is dope. 86% of the people agree. Your My Tweedle page is your personal music activity center. Your voter score lets you know who has the best ear for music. Tweedle showcases the best new music from new artists, and you choose your adventure.
Tweedle Music.
Introducing Tweedle Live, where the people select the next hot artist.
Starring your Grammy-nominated swagstress Barry Boo,
Rapper, singer, and producer Bo D, and your host Tony Abrahams. You decide who's dope or not. It's time for you to call the shots.
Tweedle Music.
So, welcome to Tweedle Live. And we're late because our special guest has yet to arrive. He tells me that he's on his way. He's very apologetic. We tried to hold off. So we're gonna get started without him. And so let's just go straight to, the introductions, right? So everybody, thank you. Welcome to Tweedle's Live. This is Select the Next Hot Artist, and I'm your host and founder of Tweedle, Tony Abrahams. Prior to launching Tweedle, I was a senior executive for music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Let's meet the panelists. So as always, we have the rapper, the producer, and the singer, straight out of New Orleans, my man, Bo D!
Yo, what's happening? Where's my applause, Tony?
Hold on a
Where's
second,
my
man.
applause?
I'm gonna give you your applause, man. Hold on a second.
Sleep at the wheel.
Hold
We don't
on.
sleep at the wheel.
Here we go.
Okay, there we go.
All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, we got a little twisted here.
It's all good.
Yeah, so we are always proud to have this Brooklyn native in the house. She's a Grammy-nominated singer, rapper, and self-proclaimed swagstress. Our
Yeah.
girl, Barry Boo!
What?
And back again with us, we have
Yup.
the Albany native, hip-hop
Yup.
radio personality,
Yup.
Tweedle's own artist relations manager to the
Yup,
show.
yup.
Her job, everybody, is to field your comments and to
Yup.
bring your vibe, your conversation, your discussion into the room. So fill her up
Yup.
so your vibe is felt in our show. Let's give it up for our girl, Keisha Renee.
What?
Everybody.
Okay,
So-
I think our special guest is here, although I don't know.
We don't know yet.
Oh my God.
So, Keisha, you're going to have to sit in the seat, and then you have to be like, yeah, so I think your song is hot.
Well, listen, we got a lot of fans in the comments right now. Brittany brings
Yeah,
them
they
out.
show up. Yeah, Brittany got them in the comments.
Shout out to the Bloomies.
Gypsy
Brittany
got them in the
them,
comments.
Gypsy got them, a few people in here.
All right.
Yeah, I see Gypsy in here.
Yeah, so we got some people here. Thank you all for coming. I'm sorry, I'm a little disheveled because our special guest is not here, and usually this is when I would introduce him. So since he's not here, I'm gonna save that introduction until when he's here. So let's get down to, let me explain how Tweedle works for those of you who are new here. So here's how we get down. Artists have registered their music on Tweedle for this event. We will choose a song to be featured and play a 30-second sample. Your job is to vote on the song and to provide your comments. We will give our professional feedback, and if a song gets 70% dope votes, we will invite that artist into our room for an interview. Now, I reserve the right to invite any artist for an interview regardless of their voting score. You have 30 seconds to vote Nah or Dope, and all votes are final. If you're here to support an artist, please do not vote other artists down, simply to help your artist. Let your vote reflect your honest assessment of the music. All of the artists here want real feedback on their music. Let's give them that respect. Also, there is an invite friends button at the top of your live stream. Please take a moment to click that link and invite a few friends right now as we get ready to go to the music. And first up on our show is a 3-time chart topper. Here again to claim a new song, Brittany Bloom. Let's give it up for Brittany Bloom.
Oh, Brent.
So for those of you who have missed it, Brittany is here with us for the 4th time. So she had a song called Workin', and it topped our charts in our live stream for 3 events in a row. And so we said, well, why don't you show us if you're a one-hit wonder or not, and give us another song, and let's see how that performs.
Milli Vanilli, huh?
Yeah.
Milli. Hold up, but she also
lip syncing in her camp. No lip
she
syncing
also
in her
got
camp.
100. She also got 100.
She got 100% dope votes in that. That is crazy. That is crazy. And so, without further ado, we're gonna go straight to the music and let everybody hear Brittany's new hit and potential chart topper, Breathe. So, as always,
we need this right now because all these.
I gotta take a breath. Let's talk about the cover art. Any comments on the cover art?
She need a mask on.
She needs some mask on.
She need a mask on.
This is pre-COVID.
Right, pre-COVID.
So pre-COVID cover.
I love it.
Breathing.
It's
hot. It's sexy.
It's a sexy look. It's a classy look.
It's clean.
What does Breathe have to do with it? What do you think Breathe has to do with this cover art?
She gonna express her vocals.
Me taking my mask off.
Oh, okay. Well, Bodhi just got off the plane, so he's still in mask mode.
Yeah, man.
Right,
taking my mask off.
Let's go to the music and see what Breathe is all about.
Feel like praying no more. They tell me keep waiting. Feel like I can't wait no more. They say good things come to those who wait. It's true, but when all I see is pain in my view, it gets hard to breathe. Hard to breathe.
Yo.
Yeah, I got a vote.
Yo. Everybody get your vote in that, first of all. Let's just get that vote in. And
she definitely has great vocal range.
She's got the vocal chops, like there's no question about it. She is a trained vocalist. Like she's got the skills, no question about it. Very beautiful voice. And as always, very boo. Always like to come to you and get your feedback on the female artists.
I absolutely loved it. I like how stripped down it was. Her vocals are on point. It gave me the ballad. It's good to hear a ballad from her after hearing the other, was that like a mid-tempo, the other one?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, you get to like hone in on her voice. I thought that was beautiful. It gave me very like Toni Braxton, like Unbreak My Heart.
Okay. All right. Well, that's great company. Toni Braxton. All right.
Not the same tone per se, but that same kind of feeling.
So, okay. All right. So, Bodhi, what you think?
Well, it's definitely a song that I'll play when my dumb ass driving around with my mask on. You know, and I forget that I got my mask on. So that works perfectly for that. No, but from a production aspect, I mean, she's consistently delivering with like the clean vocals. Honestly, in comparison to Workin' though, Workin' had a little bit more movement for me. You feel me? Like I felt more of an attitude with Workin'. This one's just a very clean, vocally produced record. It's a very clean, instrumental produced record. Working just moved me a little more than this one though.
But I think it shows diversity for sure.
Yeah, it definitely shows that for sure.
Right.
For sure.
What
But
are we
that
hearing?
work.
What are we hearing, Keisha?
Well, Carmen definitely thinks she's definitely not a one-hit wonder, but the song is perfect for a time like now, you know, with everything going on. They say she's got great vocal range, but Working was definitely working, but this song is more calmer vibes.
This is a calm song, and and I wonder what she needs to breathe about. Like, it makes me want to hear.
I am
more
curious about that.
I'm wondering sort of what's the topic of this song. So, well, everybody's should have cast their vote by now, and we're just 4 people. I voted dope, by the way. So we're 4 people.
All right, now, deputy.
So let's go to the
What,
people.
deputy on, or you recorded
Nah,
the last thing?
He said that he was like, I voted dope.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Well, I did vote dope, so I'm going to get a little drum roll here. 95.
Okay, Brittany.
Hard showing. I don't even know what to say on that.
You should drop some flowers. Give her flowers while she's here.
She bring the squad out.
Oh, what do we do? I guess we should just bring her in the room here with no further delay.
Come on, Brittany.
Let's see the superstar today.
She gonna be like, hey y'all.
I know, right? Let's see if she's bedazzled.
I'm back, y'all.
Hey y'all.
Hey, Brittany.
Hey, we got the
sideways. Turn sideways.
We got you. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Here we go.
All right, yeah.
Last week was the other way.
No, I think your rotation wasn't set on the phone. That's why when you turned it, you were sideways. There you go. There you go. That works. How are you today? So,
what was that?
How are you today?
I'm great. How are you guys?
This is a
Look
tough
like you've been working hard.
Tough time in the world right now, but we're gonna grind through it. So you are a South Carolina native, and you've been singing all around the world, and clearly have a gift, and I think you are officially a 2-hit wonder.
Thank you to all my bloomies out there. Thank y'all.
Yeah, no, the bloomies came out in full force, but you came out in full force with this hit. We've been having conversations about sort of Breathe, and people speculate it's time relevant for what's going on in the country with all the craziness out there. But what is Breathe to you in this song? Like, what is this song telling us?
Breathe was actually pre-COVID, done early 2019 of last year, and I had moved to New York, sold all my stuff for like the second time to New York, had a label deal, had a management, I had everything set up, and everything was not a good fit for me. So I decided it was time to walk away from the situation, but I thought this, like so many other times, was the time. And, finally I got it. And after, over, a decade of just putting everything into it, all my money, just everything, I was done. I was at my lowest point, depression, homeless, no car, I was just done. I was done putting everything into it. So my writing partner, Aaron Lamont, who wrote the song, I called him up, talked to him. He knew exactly how I was feeling. And he always gives me, just as well as everybody that's in my circle, helps me to understand that I just need to take a moment and breathe. Something very simple that a lot of people are fighting to do right now. Like breathing is all you need to do to keep living.
Right,
so if you can it's so simple, but it's so complex at the same time.
Yeah.
So if we can just take a moment to breathe it through, then we can get through it. This is to get in your feelings. This is to encourage you, to let you know that as long as you got God and some people around you, you are going to be fine. You just got to keep fighting it. Fighting through.
So
this,
really,
this is my encouragement.
Energy, Brittany, yes.
It really is. That deserves an applause.
Yes, it does.
Preach.
All right, so we're gonna listen to more of this song, but before we do that, and unfortunately, our host has not our guest has not arrived, so I apologize, but maybe you get a chance to meet him later.
I've actually already met him in New
Okay.
York.
Well,
So I was
hasn't
hoping that I could
he
talk to
hasn't
him
heard Breathe. He
I
hasn't
don't
heard
think so.
Breathe.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so, but in any event, we'll make sure he does get a chance to hear it. Does anybody have any questions for Brittany before we go to the music?
So, now that you have Breathe, what is, because you know in the music industry, you know we always thinking like, okay, what's next? So what are you working on now? Like, you know, do you have another single coming out? Are you building up to the project? I know we asked you a little bit about this before and you kind of dove into it, but you know, now that you know you have like a solid, you know, record, you know, with working, and now you kind of got like a strong follow up, like, you know, what's your plan like going forward and how you plan to implement Tweedle in doing that? Or where can we help you with doing that? You know what I mean?
This platform is great just because it continues to introduce me to people that, you know, haven't heard of me. So, and just, you know, continue to network within the industry as well. So definitely implementing you guys by just putting all my music there. But I do have something coming up. I have an EP that's in the works, and I am really taking my time with it. I'm not in a rush to like really create anything. I am just on my own track. It's getting done. Divine timing. I'm believing in God for everything that's happening.
Well, make sure we get the exclusive first.
Well,
and then maybe we can try to do some stuff, you know, some exclusive Tweedle like marketing stuff where you get it to us early. You know what I'm saying? And we can kind of help you with that rollout a little bit. You did?
Okay, that sounds
Brittany,
great.
where are you from again?
I'm from South Carolina, Florence, South Carolina.
All right, Marshawn asked that.
So we have.
They was like, "Where's she from?" I'm from Florence, South Carolina, but I've been living in Atlanta for like the past 7-8 years. So I'm both.
Okay. All right. Well, so now we have Bobby Fischer officially on the line with us.
Apologies, my meeting ran my A&R meeting ran a little bit
you know, all that tough talent to consider. We understand. Well, so you're just in time. So Brittany Bloom tells us once upon a time she's had the pleasure of meeting you. I don't know if you guys remember that.
You do look familiar. I don't know if it was virtually or in person. I believe it might have been in person.
It was in person. You probably didn't remember. It was, you know, a couple people around, but yeah.
Was it in Atlanta?
No, it was in New York.
Okay.
In New York. So Brittany, some backstory. So Brittany has a song called "Working," and she submitted "Working," and for 3 events in a row, she topped our charts. In the last event, she got 100% dope votes, and so everybody loved it. And so after winning, you know, topping the charts 3 events in a row, we said, well, why don't you submit another song and we'll see if you're a one-hit wonder or not. And so she submitted this second song, Breathe. And we are just about to, so we didn't get a chance, you missed the intro. Artists submitted their songs. We play their sample. These are songs on our Tweedle platform. We play their sample, 30 seconds. People vote now are dope on the sample. You can go on a separate device, your cell phone or something, tweedlemusic.com, and join the live stream, and you can vote as well, Bobby.
Okay.
And then if they get 70% dope vote or more, we invite them into this room for an interview. And so Brittany was first up, and so this is her interview. Brittany, since Bobby's here and we're caught up, any questions for Bobby before we play your song?
I just want some honest feedback. That's all.
All right, honest feedback. So here we go. We're gonna play. We're gonna go back to the music. And by the way, 95% of the people viewing thought this song was dope today. So we're gonna go back to the music. We're gonna play the full track.
I've been here before, traveling for miles, and just like the last time, I know I'll be alright. Right now, I'm in way too deep, can't hardly breathe. Oh, all these thoughts in my head, and I just can't think. The world says keep praying, don't feel like praying no more. They tell me keep waiting, feel like I can't wait no more. They say good things come to those who wait, it's true. But when all I see is pain in my view, it gets hard to breathe. Hard to breathe. It gets hard to breathe. Can't get it done, wanna give up, but I already won. I am enough, yes I know I'm the one. I am the one. Sometimes I just need to breathe. Every day feels like a roller coaster ride. Heart racing 100 miles an hour. I can feel the power, yeah. My patience is tested. I promise this fear won't bring me down. I'll never back down. Oh, the world says keep praying.
Yo,
Cece
that
said, "Who cut
song.
onions?"
It's the mood.
I
It's
mean,
good.
yo, the
So good.
Desperate.
So good.
all I can say, Brittany, is we're gonna be watching you because I think you have all that you need to win in this game, and we're gonna help you figure out what that missing piece of the puzzle is. But you know, your music is from working to this, and I've listened to some of your other music, and you know, you're a complete deal. So we want to congratulate you for that 95. And if nobody has any questions of Brittany, I am going to kick her out of this room.
Well, we want to hear what Bobby thinks.
Oh, yeah, Bobby. That's right. She wants some she wants some feedback.
Bobby look like he
Yeah,
over there playing PlayStation.
yeah,
He's just like,
you're
hey.
muted, Bobby. You're muted, by the way. You're muted.
Oh yeah, no. I always like to mute myself, so you won't hear me breathe. But
Good.
yeah,
Look at that.
I think I like the record. The thing is from a production standpoint, there's two things. I would love to hear it if there was some drums and percussion on it. I think that can kind of change the dynamic of the record. Or I think the record could be slowed down. I think you could actually sing it at a slower tempo to give it a different feel. So that would be my suggestion. You
got cut off a little bit. You said sing it if it was
at a slower tempo. I think the tempo needs to be slowed down, like maybe a few BPMs, just to give it a different groove. But that's just my suggestion, or my opinion, not suggestion. Because the record's
wow. Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
That's an interesting one. Any other questions or any other comments?
Brittany, they love you. The Blooms are here.
And I love them.
Keep it raw. Keep it raw.
Thank you. Came from a really real place. I cried a million times before I can actually complete
the
song.
comments was crying too. They was like,
who
cutting onions and everything.
We're on this song for so long because it's so apropos for the moment. So thank you for your submission, and we will continue on. And thank you for your journey and your ride with Tweedle. Stay with us. All right, take care.
Thank y'all.
All right, so we go. Well, let me take this moment to introduce our guest because he was a little late, and I always
I was late. Yeah,
I want to do his intro, Tony. I want to do it.
I'm gonna do it.
He was the star of Ninja Turtles. He's a professional PlayStation gamer.
Here we go. All right. So are you a gamer?
No, I mean I used the game. I haven't.
Oh, okay.
All right. I have every game under the sun in my home, but I haven't.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So everybody, our special guest here today, a little bit of his background. In 1998, while attending college at Virginia State University, my alma mater as
I was
well.
about to say, didn't you go there?
Yeah. Our guest started doing street team for street rap promotions as an unpaid intern. And while he was on the street putting up poster boards, being around artists and thinking about branding, all of his friends were interning at music labels. And that prompted him to form an organization that they call Wall Street. Lowered small W, small s, because they didn't have any money at that time. But through that, they began to share some resources. And so when his friends' artists came to town, he was able to move them around. And after that internship, he began doing urban marketing for Salem Cigarettes. And if you were down in Virginia, I went down there, you can smell the smoke in the air when the manufacturing facility, you can smell the cigarettes in the air. And they were throwing hip hop concerts in the area, which allowed him to build his concert promotion skills. And he did all of this before he was 21 years old. And yes, he was sneaking into the clubs. And then he went to Radio 1, Power 92, iPower 92 and Hot 993 in Virginia. And he was doing radio promotions. But in addition to the radio promotions, he learned sales, music programming, and also from time to time was a part-time on-air personality. But while at Radio 1, he met his mentor, Darryl Johnson, who also mentored folks like Shaka Zulu, Ludacris, and Lala. Now, is that the Shaka Lulu, the Black Panther?
Oh, no. Shaka Zulu from DTP.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
A co-founder of DTP and manager for Ludacris.
Okay, all right, got it. Okay, so one day at a live remote event at Petersburg High School in Virginia, the DJ asked him to listen to a song submitted to him. And that song was recorded by a 15-year-old vocalist named Trey Songz. And they became friends, and he would bring Trey on campus and let Trey use his apartment studio and things like that. And ultimately, Trey introduced him to his management team, and I guess they hit it off because he would later join them. And when Trey got his deal with Atlantic Records, our guest leveraged his Virginia street team skills and took that approach nationally, putting out mixtapes, establishing Trey's brand identity and more. And that lasted about 10 years. And from there, he started working with a fiery young talent named K. Michelle. They took over her management, helped her with her mixtape, did a BET tour, allowing her to tour with J. Cole, put her on Love and Hip Hop, helped put her Can't Raise a Man album out, and the rest is history. And at this point, he was a solid artist manager with no intentions of becoming an A&R. He felt A&Rs were often underappreciated, but he thought differently about Empire as a company. Their approach and philosophy fit with his. And so as progress and opportunities would have it, he jumped at the chance to become A&R at Empire. He has or is the A&R for a long list of talents, the likes of Rotimi, Vito, Ross Swish, Fatboy SSE, King Combs, Jim Jones, Jay Lau, Chef G, Sleepy Hollow, and more. So let's give it up for Empire A&R and music journeyman, Bobby Fischer.
Oh man, thank you. Wow, that's
I know how lit you were, Bobby.
it's a long story.
Yeah.
He summed it up. That was pretty good.
Yeah. So I'm always out there, trying to give our guests like special introductions and things. So I think we lost Berry Boo. Let me put her back in here. I think she dropped out somehow, so she'll be joining us again. All right, so let's go to the music. So everybody, so whenever we come back to a song, I hit the back button, and then it brings us to a playlist of music. I then hit a shuffle button, my little personal shuffle button, and the song that appears up top is the song that we feature. And we get Toxic by Miriam Sintim. All right, everybody. As always, before I hit play, what we thinking about this cover art?
It's cultural. I mean, I think it fits with our, I guess with today's times or what's been happening in the last 4 to 5 years.
Yeah, it Toxic, I'm trying to relate it to Toxic, and it almost looked voodoo-ish to me. I don't know what the little broom things are in their hands, and if that applies to Toxicity. It also has an African flair to it, which could also be spirits and toxicity and stuff. So that'd be interesting to kind of connect this cover art with this song, and it may also just be a project cover art. So anybody else got any thoughts or comments on this?
I like it. It's artsy.
I would say it's artsy too. And then Carmen says it's giving her like African vibes, cultural vibes. So maybe the song is gonna give that type of vibe.
We're about to hear 30 seconds of it. Let's hear it.
Oh, I hate that it ended.
It's getting good.
I'm gonna say this, like, this song is intriguing, but I really don't like the structure of the 30-second sample. So I'm gonna say this to all artists, particularly artists, as you're uploading your music on Tweedle and you're submitting your samples, you got 30 seconds to win people over. And everybody's in a hurry. Nobody wants to hear your interludes. The singing didn't begin until like 15 seconds into the sample. And by then, people have voted nah, and they've moved on to the next song. So people aren't going to be patient enough to give you all that interlude. And so you got to be more strategic in selecting your 30 seconds. And I can tell you that Tweedle stats show that people are making their decision in the first 7 to 10 seconds. They're voting in the first 7 to 10 seconds, and this song went like 12, 15 seconds of interlude and stuff. That would have got a nah vote, even though the song may be dope. So, but I did like what I heard, and so we waited it out, and we got the full 30 seconds. So everybody cast your vote, and we're gonna talk more about it. So, Barry.
I'm back.
Barry Boo, it's on you.
I liked it. I liked that. I agree as far as it taking a while. But when it came in with the harmonies and stuff, I was like, ooh, like it kind of like smacked you. Yeah. You didn't expect it to come. So I definitely liked it. It was a little low on my end. I don't know, but I would love to hear more of it for sure.
Okay. All right. Did you vote nah or dope?
I voted dope.
All right. There you go. All right, no pressure there. no pressure there. Bo D, my man, what's up?
All right, so look, I'm gonna go against the grain a little bit, because the production was so fly, and in some cases, when we get like the bad sample selection, the production take a little bit to kind of, catch up with you. But this one, the production caught you right away. So, listening to it from a producer's perspective, the beat had me locked in. And then when she started, with the vocal part, the vocal just kind of sold me to want to keep listening. So this song gets a very special case because, like, even the way it ended, I was like, damn, I hate it ended. You know what I'm saying? Because you could tell it was about to get fired. But from a production standpoint, the beat caught me, so it made me want to vibe with it.
Well, that was going against the grain because you sound like you was on the grain.
I mean, yeah, because the reason why I said going against the grain because it was like with the sample selection, it was like this would kind of get a pass. Yeah, this would get a pass.
What Tony said.
Bobby, save us, man.
And what Tony said, that's what you mean. Okay, I got you.
I'm caught in the conundrum, right? Because I think obviously it's either it's nah or dope. I think from a vibe and a feel, you can get with it. But if I have to put on my analytical hat, it doesn't really get to the point of the essence of the song. If we only got 30 seconds, I might have to say nah.
Nah, okay. See, that's and I think that if you get 30 seconds of the song, you might have heard a lot more of the structure of the song to kind of get you over that hump. And that's what I was talking about, like just too much of an interlude in the beginning, although that worked for Bo D, but he's over there vaping, so you never know.
Whatever.
Now I get why he said go against the grain.
Lisa Saban, what's going on out there? Anybody
Listen,
say
the comments is 50-50. You know, people are agreeing with you. The 30 seconds definitely does matter. They do want to hear more of the song. And then some people were kind of thrown off by the artwork because they were thinking it was gonna be like more like an Afro beat.
Right.
It's completely the difference.
Okay, all right. So the cover art didn't fit the vibe and stuff. Well, we're just a few voices, so let's go to the people and see what the tally is on this one.
Drum roll it up.
Drum roll. %73%.
Okay.
All right. Well, listen, that makes it in the room. I don't. What name is she going under here in this room?
Let me check.
Is it Miriam?
Yes, that's her name.
I don't see Miriam in the room though. I see her friend. I know her friend.
Listen, Miriam, if you are in the room, please use the Zoom link.
No, if she's got a comment in the make a note in the comment. What is she using her phone? I see a Grace, Alex, Shanasa. I know she's friends with Shanasa, but I don't know if that's the line she's using.
She says she's on it.
All right, well,
Maybe that's the one
her
she's
name.
on. Maybe that's the one she's on.
We'll wait.
So, to the artists online, if you haven't already, upload your music to Tweedle.
Honey, she says she's waiting for you to let her in.
Under what name? What is she using?
Under Miriam.
I don't see a Miriam.
Grace? Do you see a Grace in there?
Grace. Yes, I see a Grace. Okay.
Sweet.
Sweet. Let me get out.
Here we come.
Let's see. There she goes.
Hey.
Hey, Miriam, is it? Miriam. Is your audio on?
No.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes.
I did it.
Got you now. Yes, your audio's on.
I did it. Can you lower yours?
You got to turn the other one off in the room. Yeah. So first, welcome to Tweedle.
No, my thing is, let's go on yours.
He's like, I don't know.
No, we got you. We see you.
My volume is bad.
We see you.
We live, y'all.
We live, y'all.
Sorry.
This is live.
We live. We saw your closet and everything.
Oh, it's not even my room. Sorry. But yeah.
So, Miriam, so now we got all the technicalities worked out. Welcome
Thank
to the
God.
show. I see you on Instagram all the time, and I'm always saying upload your music to Tweedle, and look at that. All of a sudden, here you are, by coincidence, on the first show you register for. I know that don't happen to many people, so you got lucky there. So tell everybody about yourself, and then we'll talk about your song, where you're from, your inspirations, how long you've been doing this music thing, fill us in.
So first of all, I would just like to say thank you guys for this opportunity. Thank you for everyone tuning in. Thank you for everyone on the panel. This music journey is new for me. So pardon me if I seem shy. I'm very nervous, but I'm super freaking excited right now. Like listen, I'm just gonna talk off the top of the dome. I didn't think nobody was gonna vote for my song, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't get all zolled up, feel me? I'm just in my
Here
crib
you are.
chilling.
So now tell us about yourself. Now they want to know about you. So what's your inspirations for music? How long you been doing it? Just tell us about you.
Okay, so y'all want the A to Z. So I've been singing in church since I was 9 years old. I knew I could sing since 7, but my parents just wouldn't let me just sing on my own. They said, join the choir. So I joined the choir. And then one day I had this solo, and then from there they were like, yo, you need to just be singing on your own. My parents are from Ghana.
Okay, African. So that explains a little bit of the cover art. When did you make the decision to try and do this professionally?
So pretty much the decision for me to do this professionally came when so I'm a New York school teacher. I teach 6th grade ELA. And it wasn't until I found myself waking up every day at 6 a.m., going to a job that I didn't enjoy and telling my own students that they should follow their dreams, and I wasn't following my own advice. Like, that's when I was like, what the heck am I doing to myself? I'm not happy at this job. I love the kids, but I'm literally living in someone else's shoes. And then thank God, like, I just had people who supported me all the time because I legit stopped singing for like a few years. I don't know why, but I knew that singing was my life. So from there, God just, put 2 and 2 together. And then here I am with my first single, Toxic. And I'm going to explain the cover art. So Toxic pretty much came from a true story. A lot of females have a hard time admitting that, they are the toxic ones in the relationship. They're the ones who cause pain and hurt. And I was one of those females. And we could talk about that another time, the reason why I caused that. But pretty much that's my story. And I just wanted to turn something ugly into something very melodic and very beautiful. And pretty much it's gotten a lot of great feedback. It's gotten some bad too, but any feedback is great feedback, something I can learn from. I just really want to grow and learn in this process.
All right. Anybody got any questions for Miriam before we go and listen to more of the song?
Really quick, Miriam. All right, so Tony and I have been having this conversation about dreams, right? And the bigness of your dreams. So I want to ask you, what is the biggest dream that you have right now and that your music can help you accomplish?
Happiness. I want to be able to sleep knowing that I did something for myself. I want to be able to sleep knowing that I'm doing something that I love. I want to be able to sleep knowing that I'm just doing me and I'm living my real life. Like when I woke up 6 a.m. every day to be a teacher, I was like, this is not me. Standing in front of a classroom, I was like, I should not be the one in front of these kids. These kids need someone who care. Not saying that I didn't care about the kids, but I didn't care about the job. I didn't care about making lesson plans. I didn't care about anything except for music. Like there was literally one time one of my students heard me singing. I was singing under my breath, organizing my papers. And one of my students said, why are you here, Miss Mimi? We always hear you singing when you think we're not listening. And like, I'm over here thinking these 9, 10-year-olds don't pay attention to nothing I'm doing. Mind you, like their eyes is on me 24/7. I get it. I get it. I'm the only adult figure in the room, but I was like, I didn't think these kids was paying attention. And then pretty soon they started asking me to sing, like whenever it was one of my students' birthday, they'd be like, Miss Mimi, I really want you to sing for my birthday. That's going to make me happy. So I would be like, all right, guys, put your pencils on it. And I would sing. And every time I would sing, they would like ask for more. And then I would be like, damn, I'm gonna get in trouble. If this principal walks by and sees me singing and not teaching,
but it's fueling your happiness. So if you can do your music makes you happy. And that's, by the way, a phenomenal aspiration. And I always feel like if you can do things that you love to do and you do it really well, all the other treasures come with it. So I think your pursuits are admirable. We're gonna play a little bit more of we're gonna play a little bit more of the song. And we'll see if Bobby changes his mind, if his knob becomes a dope. Here we go.
Thank you.
Your time, oh no, and I don't wanna play no more and complicate things no more, and I don't wanna be a trigger, I don't wanna be the way for any insecure.
I'm sorry, I was playing a 30-second sample. I'm sorry. Fast forward this. And I don't wanna be a trigger, I don't wanna be the way for any insecurities. It's not for me. You say where you at, I say get off my back. You banging on me and I fall right back. Saying I'm annoying, I say but you picked up though. Tell your friends you hate me, you ain't telling me when love though. And I know you're tired of the back and forth. No matter what you do, it's just not enough. But it ain't even like that. I know you got my back.
nothing lasts forever. My love for you is nothing. But don't know what you really want from it. This minute you're being annoying, next minute you say you love me. Sometimes I think you're bipolar, sometimes I think you're fucking another guy on the low. Yeah, that's how I feel. You cut to my clothes, shit got me confused. Why you not always in the mood to talk? Quick question, do you love me, yes or no? Yeah, we go, she putting up an attitude. You set the tone wrong and I ain't really vibing to it. Just so you know, girl, I've been really hurting. But sadly now you get my moo button. I don't wanna waste no more of my time.
Okay, so Bo D, you still a dope?
Yeah, of course.
All right. There you go, Bobby. You still
What?
a nah?
Like, am I supposed to change my mind?
It's a. I mean, I'm really judging this on. I have to critique this really really strict in this situation. The song it's you sound amazing on the record. It's just
Thank you.
it's song arrangement. Like
Okay.
if the intro was cut, the B section, I was kind of confused going from the B section into the chorus. I was confused because I felt like the chorus sounded more like a B section or a pre-hook. And I felt like the chorus could have went another level. Like it wasn't repetitive. Like we know it's toxic, but I just felt like it wasn't more of a catchphrase in the chorus.
Right.
It's hard. It's hard. But I gotta say nah. But I'm not saying nah that I'm not feeling it. I just feel like it just needs some edits and some improvements to make it better. That's the reason why I'm saying nah. Did you write this record yourself?
Yes, sir. It's my first song I wrote ever in my life.
So where did you record the record at?
Several different studios, Lord, but we finalized it in a studio in Providence, Connecticut.
Okay. So it's just an arrangement issue. Like, obviously when you listen to other songs, obviously we all listen to the songs of the performance. It's a little bit different from an A&R perspective. We kind of listen to the performance last. We're critiquing the arrangement. We're critiquing the songwriting, and then the performance. That's like our third ear. So it's like different layers, and I'm looking at it. So once I knew that you sounded great.
Thank
now
you.
I'm just trying to pick apart. Okay, why is it going here? Why is the intro too long? The verses was cool, but when it got into that B section or that pre-hook phase, it kind of lost me right
me
in
too.
there.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't know where it was going. The rap part was cool. He was cool. He kind of summed up the song. It's just an arrangement thing. So where did you get the beat from?
I got the beat from a friend who was just like looking through his emails and was throwing away beats, and he would play the beats to see which one he wanted to keep, and he almost threw this one away. He almost clicked trash. And I said, "What are you doing?" Like, he's like, "I'm not using it." I'm like, "Can I have it?" And he said, "Well, 3 girls already try to use it and they're having a hard time. So why do you want it?" And I said, "Give it to me. I like a challenge." So he gave it to me. And then, I mean, thanks be to God, since I released it in March, I've had over 100K streams on all music platforms. So
that's great.
Listen, everything you're saying to me, thank you. I'm going to use it in my future songs, I'm still learning how to write while singing and still living in my truth. So any piece of advice, trust me, I'm taking it in. Thank you so much.
So it's just like I'm reversing it. So you're the student and I'm the teacher, right? So what do you do with students who have learning difficulties? You simplify things, right?
Yep.
So the thing is, I always treat music like Lego, right? So the thing is, when you approach a song, sometimes, like, what's your approach when you write? How do you write a song?
I try to come up with melodies, different ways to sing it, rather than trying to match it on the beat, and then I come up with my lyrics after.
Okay, cool. So that's always great, right? So you're coming up with, you're recording melodies, and then obviously you're getting a cadence and a melody down pat, and you're filling it with words. My easiest thing to say to you is try to figure out what the chorus is. So if you're figuring out melodies and ideas, get to the meat of the song, to where you feel like the chorus is at, and try to figure out what the concept is. So obviously once you get the melody, or when you hear a record, you have to think about concepts, right? Or just feeling. Are you sad? Does it make you feel sad? Does it make you feel happy? Does it make you feel angry? What's the emotion? Then you have to figure out, what's the song? Is it about you? Is it about someone else? Is it about your self-experience? Are you speaking in second person or third person? So the thing is, once you start getting those things down, then it's bar structure. So it's either 4/8s, it's either always 4s and 8s, right? And then the rule of thumb is when you're writing, you always change up every 4 lines or every 2 lines, but you got to keep it interesting. So it's
right.
Writing for R&B is the measures is different from a rap record, right? So
Yeah,
you're not
it's hard.
Yo,
So
man, I gotta tell you, man. Like, if you keep going, I'm gonna have to charge you $1.50. But I appreciate the technical feedback. And Miriam, stay with the Tweedle journey. And good luck with the rest of your music journey. I'm sure we'll see more of your heat. Just keep popping up on Tweedle.
Keep dropping them bars.
Bar structure.
Hey.
4s and 8s. 4s and 8s.
4s and 8s.
4s and 8s.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yo, man, that was some incredible feedback. I really
Bobby was
appreciate
giving
that.
consultation.
Yeah,
He was like, "Listen,
I'm gonna take a moment and just lob a question to you, Bobby, before we go to the next song. So
absolutely.
So everybody wants to know. All these artists out there want to know. As an A&R, what is the first thing you look for in an artist or their music?
Oh man, it varies. I think before COVID, obviously technology is a big thing. So what we have problems doing being A&Rs, we chase things, and that shouldn't have been the case. So back in the day when there was no technology, it was all gut, right? If you've seen someone at a talent show, you hear someone sing or rap or perform, you can really kind of get a sense, is this person have the tools to really make it? And then it's this, one, it's a belief system. 2, it's the work ethic. So you have to actually look at the artist and feel like if you're hearing the music and you're kind of engaging in conversation, it's really a gut check, because you have to understand, like, what artists don't really realize is that when the A&R is really invested, he's putting his energy or his or her energy in time into you, is vice versa. So it has to be some type of meets or expectations of where it can go, because you can hear somebody, they might have raw talent. That doesn't mean that it's polished. So you have to figure out what the needs are and how to get that artist to the next step or the next level.
Right.
If the artist is already polished, then what's the angle? Like, is the presentation right? Does the artist have the right appeal? Sometimes the artist can be a great recording artist, but when you see him, he might be shy, might be timid, can't perform live. That's an issue.
Right.
So we have to identify what those issues are sometimes. Sometimes the artist he might have a great sound, or he or she might have a great sound or voice, but can't write. That doesn't diminish the artist's talents. There are a lot of artists out here who can't write. So you might have to put somebody into the room in the creative space that can help write the song. Miriam, perfect example. And I kind of wanted to say this, I'm sure she's still looking at it. The thing is that the producer that gave you the record, it wasn't formatted correctly. That's why probably the previous artist couldn't really attack it. I give her credit for attacking something that's difficult. The thing is that sometimes artists need to be produced. Right. And they need to be the right coaches in the room. We look at basketball players all the time. They don't become great unless there's a great coach. So I think that's from an A&R perspective. We have to make sure that, one, we can put the right tools around an artist that we actually believe in or we want to take a chance on. And then that's how we can kind of elevate it to the right level. But in today's time, right now, today, I've been going after gut situations. Like, artists that I have been looking at, I sometimes don't even pay attention to numbers. Like, I could everything has been always feely with me. I never truly, very rare, I sign something off numbers. I've read.
Not to interrupt you, we're going to test your gut because, I went through and took a sneak peek at a bunch of the songs that are registered. I think we got some interesting sounds. So we'll see what comes up. So we're going to go back to the music and see who comes up next. All right, so I'm going to hit back. Going to do a little shuffle. All right. Extra, I'm sure is mad now. Okay, we got P. Dot with Got Soca. So yeah, we cheated last week with this song. I played it at the end, but we really didn't kind of vibe on it and talk about it and stuff. It was just sort of a parting song that I thought had a nice vibe, so I invited him back, and he got in. So here we go. Cover art. What are we thinking here?
He's a turned up artist.
A live.
Got the crowd surf.
Got the crowd. Got the crowd in the mix. All right. Well, I like the colors. Let's just go and hear the sound. Here we go.
Pour me some drink, I'm so high off that fucking propane. Leave me alone, I'm just fucking your bitch for today. Beating that cake and I ain't got no bricks. If it ain't about money, then we don't relate. Diamonds all on me, a fucking distraction. Ethical on me, she loving my passion. Beating the box like my first name is Cash. She's loving her ass like I'm Clay. Hey, running the race in my pace. Look at me straight in my face. I just want to taste. Tripping, I might need a break. Come bring that baba and sip on me face. Come bring that baba and sip on me.
All right. So that song is a great song for sure. I love that beat. I love the it's more of a Caribbean sound to me, but it does have that soca Caribbean kind of vibe. That song just makes me feel good every time I hear it. Bo D, what do you think?
I'm just over here laughing like you up on the soca culture and Caribbean music and stuff. I'm like,
hey man,
wait a minute, to Britney Spears.
Wait.
Man, you be listening to Britney Spears and Avril Lavigne.
My wife
and
is
all
from
that.
Haiti. My wife was born in Haiti, and so that means all of my kids are half Haitian. And so a lot of Caribbean people around me. And my daughter is married to a brother from Africa. So we got the continent represented in the family. So I'm just trying to say, brother, like, and my daughter has
You're like, don't count me out. You can't count me out.
Man, Tony got the Kids Bar playlist on 10 in the chat.
So come on, comment, man. Talk about the music.
Nah. I mean, you cheated with this one last week because you had already said, like, So, I started like, I started doing that day.
Keisha, what are they saying? Bail us out here.
Listen, they like it. They say it's fire. It's giving them Afrocentric, soca, island, juvu vibes.
They want to hear more. They want you to play the whole
Caravana vibes.
Yeah. Well, Bobby, what's your initial read on that? Is that dope for you?
Nah, it's definitely dope. I know the groove of that record. It's crazy. When you listen, Trap Beckham has a similar record with I forgot her name, Tokyo Jets. But it's Caribbean meets HBCU Homecoming is like FAMU, so it's dope.
Yeah. It's a dope sound. Well, we're just a few voices, so let's quickly get to the people and see what the people think. So we get a little drum roll going there. %62%. What? This is one that I'm gonna bring into the room anyway.
They probably couldn't catch it from the sample, but I'm like,
yeah. This one we gonna meet this artist. So
you talking about me vaping? They must be vaping.
Yeah, they vaping
other
hard
stuff
on this. So I see him in. I'm gonna bring him in real fast.
I wanted to say, the reason why they probably saying nah, because outside it's not open and they can't party. I don't think it's
perhaps. Yeah, but sometimes like you just party in your own space.
Labor Day would have been fire.
All right, Pete, turn that thing landscape.
He on.
Can you hear us? I can't hear you.
You got to connect his audio.
Gotta get that audio. You there? Turn your phone landscape.
Turn your music down.
Yeah, can you hear us? We got some technical difficulties. Can you hear us?
Pete, that look like he in the cave.
Yeah, we can't see you. I can see you, but it's dark and we can't hear you. All right, so while Peter works on his video and audio stuff, we're just gonna go back and hear a little bit more of this song, and hopefully by the time we come back from the song, we can connect with Peter. So let's go to the music. Click a little more here.
All of the goddamn Oh, really? All of the goddamn Listen, you might want to Instagram live. Jamaica to Trinidad. Beat out my name and they know I be going to say. Pour me some drink, I'm so high off that fucking propane. Leave me alone, I'm just fucking your bitch for today. Eating that cake and I ain't got no bitch. If it ain't about money, then we don't relate. Diamonds all on me, a fucking distraction. Ethical on me, she loving my fashion. Beating the box like my first name is Cash. She's loving her ass like I'm Clay. Hey, running the race in my pace. Look at me straight in my face. I just want to taste. Tripping, I might need a break. Come bring that bubble and sip on me face now. Come bring that bubble and sip on me face now. Mama, give me that. Birds flocking for the summer. How you deal with that? Baby, come bring it back. Come in your bubble like right now. Ever had to come right there. On your face like right now. Beat, I don't play. We all know it. Shout out to Trini, my maker. I got a jeweler named Jacob. Yeah, murder the case. Y'all looking good with her leg up. Shout out to all of Jamaica.
Yo, I can listen to that song.
Energy of it is ridiculous.
Yo, I'm like sweating here right now. P-Dot, are you ready?
Yeah, always.
You ready? All right. So as I announced last week, P-Dot is a friend of my son's. So, I've always been a fan of his music, not because he's a friend of my son, but because I think P-Dot is a very versatile rapper. He's got a really dope ass sound, and his music I think is genius. And so tell everybody quickly, man, a little bit about yourself, who you are, your inspirations, how long you've been doing this thing. Fill us in, catch us up.
Yeah, I'm from the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. P-Dot. I just want to thank you guys as well for featuring all the artists on this amazing revolutionary app. I fool with you guys heavy. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody that has submitted. But a little bit about me. I've been doing music professionally for the last 4 or 5 years. My whole mantra is just uniting people and bringing people together. And so that's where the inspiration came from. My people are Trini, Trinidad, stand up, always rep your flag, you know what I'm saying? And that's where it came from. I just really wanted to bridge the gap and do something fun, and include my friends. One of my close friends is featured on there. His name is Orel. He's Jamaican. So I wanted to kind of bring the unity there. And then also with being American born, I wanted to bring the bars and make it like super energetic, and everything that I really do is so that I can perform it. And so that's where the album came from. That's where the single came from. And even more moving forward, everything is for performance based.
All right. Well, I want to see the rest of the album, man. I think this is dope. We're going to, since you didn't get 70%, I ain't going to let you take all of our time, but Bobby, quickly, you got anything you want to add to this?
Oh man, I think the record was dope. Just being a little bit critical. I think the chorus could have came in a little bit earlier in the song. Maybe cut the intro down a little bit, maybe about 2 to 4 bars. But other than that, the energy on the record and what you brought to the record was dope. It's A1 with me.
Respect. That's some real A&R speaking. Hey, well, listen, P-Dot, keep your music coming, man. I think this song was way better than whatever number you got on your vote. But listen, I always say that if 60 people like your music, you can make a lot of money. So, you keep grinding, keep hustling, and stay the game. And thank you for your submission today.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
All right. Take care, man.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go back to the music.
Get back to it.
See who pops up on our rec time. So we're going to go back. And D-Rel is sitting there saying, pick me. Sorry, D-Rel, not right now. Got to shuffle. And we got Alyssa Sun. All right. Bodie, I'm going to pick on you. What do you think about this cover art?
I like it. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, well, listen, just a little more. She's wearing a sexy outfit, sun drenched. Nothing to it. Is it a selfie or is it cover art, Bodie?
I like it.
Barry, help us out, Barry.
That's it. Rated PG. That's it. Rated PG.
Help us out, Barry.
It's good, but I think it's a selfie. I don't think it's cover art.
You think it's a selfie? We're gonna find out. Keisha, any word?
I'm not really seeing any comments right now with her. Well, Carmen just
keep the comments going and take a moment to share this. Invite your friends too. We're gonna go and play this song and see what the music sounds like.
Damn, it feels good to be alone. So quiet and still. I'll take what I will. No bonds to break. Take all those happy pills. So.
Okay. I don't know what that was. It popped up on my screen, but I thought that song is dope, man. I like the vibe on it, man.
I had a funny joke.
I was actually particularly playing this song earlier today with my wife, because I kind of can cheat. I see all the songs that are registered, so I take some sneak peeks. And this is one of the songs that I took a sneak peek of. And I'm talking to my wife and I'm playing the sample, and as soon as that she's like, wait, no, don't stop, let it play. And I was like, oh, the sample ended. So it caught her attention. What do you guys think about this sample? Anybody speak up?
I'll go. It was low initially, but I loved her tone. And sometimes when I hear a song, I just be like, okay, how would I feel if I hear them live? And I kind of just was able to picture her singing this live. So,
okay.
I liked it.
So you bought her concert ticket?
I think I would enjoy her in concert. Yes.
Okay. All right, Bobby.
Somebody could have brought it, but yeah.
Bobby, chime in.
I think the song sounds very syncable, right? Like I watched what's the show on it with Jordan Peele, Love Country.
Right.
It gives that type of feel. It gives the New Orleans, like it's crazy because when you look at her picture, you would never think that she's actually can sing in that space.
Right.
But it's soothing. I like it. I like it.
Okay. All right. You got a dope from the panel there, Bo D.
I like it. No, I like it. I like
bail him out, Keisha. Bail him out.
Real talk. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, I agree with Bobby. It definitely gave me like that Southern New Orleans vibe. You know what I'm saying? Felt like I was sitting on somebody's plantation drinking tea. You know what I mean? Yeah.
All right. The plantations of New Orleans. All right. Well, let's see what the people think on this hit. I like this song a lot, actually. It's on my dope playlist.
Yeah, great choices for tonight.
Got me. Her tone is, I love it.
Yeah,
that's what they're saying.
Yeah. Here we go. Drum roll.
Let's go, Elsa.
64%. Oh.
That face. Why you make that face?
Oh, because I like that song. Well,
Right. And it's perfect vibes for now.
So yeah, I'm gonna since my wife liked this song earlier, I'm gonna bring her into the room, and but we're not gonna take a lot of time with her. But I do want to invite her in. I feel like I'm inviting everybody in, but so what? It's
the Tony Love Train.
Tony Love Train. So.
Hey, we need uplifting spaces right now.
Well, it's not going to happen because she's not in the waiting room, so we get to move on. But I do want to hear a little bit more of this song just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it, and then we'll keep it moving.
Totally hear it on the soundtrack.
Damn, it feels good to be alone. So quiet and still. I'll take what I will. No bonds to break. Take all those happy pills. So peaceful I sleep. No secrets to keep. No lines to make. Give me just a little more, so I can break your heart. Push it down, down so deep, before it even starts. Answer all my prophecies, before I've had the time.
Okay. I like that song. It's too bad she wasn't there.
I think she said she's got her technical difficulties.
Okay. Tell her wrong time to have technical difficulties. I'm sorry. We'll have to, maybe we'll get another submission, but for now, we're gonna go back to the music.
That was dope, Alyssa.
That was dope for sure. But we gotta go back to the music. All right. Well, listen, we got this song here by our very own in the house, it seems, Au Contraire and Barry Boo. Barry snuck something in on us. So, Barry, since you snuck this in, wait a minute. Alyssa is in the waiting room. Should we bring her in?
I think we should.
We'll bring her in real fast.
I mean, you make the calls here.
I'm gonna bring her back in since
You asking us like it matters.
CEO.
Like, no, don't bring her in.
I'm allowed to.
No, don't bring her in, Tony. No.
Alyssa, you can't be having technical difficulties right when we're looking for you. Having technical difficulties right when we're looking for you. Having technical difficulties right when I think you have to turn off your audio.
I'm like, is that my side?
He was on spin loop.
Yeah, DJ Tony Tone on the track.
Now y'all know what I sound like in background.
You heard it today.
Are you good, Alyssa? Are you with us now?
Yeah. I was I was waiting but it's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So first, thank you for your submission. Your song is no longer on the screen, so I can't go back to it. But I will like to know quickly, like, just tell us a little bit about where you're from, your inspirations in music. What's the inspiration for this song, the vibe for this song?
Yeah, I'm from California. I'm from Long Beach, California, but I live in Nashville, Tennessee now.
Okay.
And yeah, that song was produced and recorded in San Francisco, California, with my band back in 2018. And yeah, it was a song written. I wrote the song, but me and my band kind of created the production together.
Mm-hmm. And what's behind it? What's the message here?
The message, well, it was written out of frustration for dating. It was written about dating and the frustrations that come with it.
All right. Well, there are a lot of songs in that vein. You know, Bobby, you want to impart some wisdom on her before we bounce with it?
You're dope. Did you write? I'm assuming you wrote this song.
Yes. Yeah.
Personal experience, because I when I listened to it again in the lyrics, I was like, wow, this is pretty deep.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
He gave it a woo. He gave it a woo, which is really good. I was like, oh, he digging this one.
It is a dope song, and it's in my dope playlist.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
So, Bodhi, you got something you want to add, Barry?
I mean, she's.
I was saying earlier, I love your tone. Absolutely love your tone, and like seeing you now, I'm like, okay, yes, totally. Do you play? I feel like you like play guitar or play like piano.
Yeah, I have my guitar.
Oh, Barry with the call.
I felt it. Your tone and your vibe of the record gives me that. It totally gives me that. I would love to like see you live for sure.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Where are you based?
I am based in Nashville now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really dope music scene. It's always been, but it's like really good right now. A lot of people are like going to Nashville right now. So
yeah, It's
Yeah.
growing a lot. It's like exploding.
You have more music?
Yeah, I got another album on there on Spotify, and then I just
Well,
released.
can you Tony?
What the hell is Bodie? Tell her about herself.
We'll let you get a word out.
Get it, Bodie. Tell her. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say just upload it to Tweedle. That's all, because I was asking, did you have more?
like,
because
you
the
can't-
only way I can really listen to it and get addicted to it is if it's on Tweedle. So
Yeah, you can't come
I
to a
need you.
Coca-Cola
Gotcha.
summit and talk about, how you was drinking a Pepsi. Where Spotify is not allowed to be spoken over here.
Oh,
Right.
got it.
You all good. He messing with you.
I'm teasing.
But I really want you to put the album on Tweedle though, like for real. Though.
All right, yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah, let us hear some more of your vibe. Let us hear what you
Like
got.
tonight, for real.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you get off.
Because Spotify ain't letting you talk to anybody in their company, so you may as well, put your music.
There's a reason why I'm telling you this. Just for me tonight.
So listen. So your song did not get a 70, so I can't keep you too long. But I do want to thank you for your submission tonight and being a part of this experience. And I'm looking forward to hearing more of your music.
Thank you so much, y'all.
All right. Thanks for coming.
Somebody said the shade, Tony.
What's that?
Carmen said the shade when you were talking about Tweedle, but it's Tweedle all day. I mean Spotify.
It's Tweedle all day. That's right. It's gotta be. So we go.
Spotify.
Bodie, my man. So now here we are back to Barry Boo's submission that she snuck in here with Au Contraire. So that's a collaboration, his project, and you wrote on it, I think, right?
Yeah, it's a project. I wrote it.
Okay.
I wrote it and I sung it. So.
All right. So Barry, be quiet. What do you guys think about this cover art? I mean, don't comment on the cover art yet. I want to get everybody else's viewpoint.
Okay.
I mean, I like it. It's a hell of an acid trip. I tell you that much.
Right, trippy.
That is perfect.
That's the perfect description.
All right, Bobby, you got any comment on this cover art?
It's kind of crazy. That artwork, or you see a lot of motion graphics online with the similar style of artwork. So usually when you see something like that, it's going to be soulful and nostalgic. So.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna see if it's soulful and nostalgic. Barry, is he all?
Look, Barry's laughing like.
They saying it looks like it's fun and energetic.
Another one.
It's always interesting when you're like part of the person that's judging, but then you're here to be judged.
We fooled another one. Here we go.
Fun, energetic vibes.
All right, let's hear Hit on
Skate
the
ring
Go.
vibes.
So this is a hit on the go. So let's check it out. Here we go.
Hit it on the go.
I don't really want no more. Told you what I came here for. I don't need it nice and slow. Speed up and up tempo. Hit it on the go. Hit it on the go. Hit it, get it, get it. I want to pick up and go. Told you before that I'm running the show. Hit it on the go. Go, 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 go. Hit it on the go. Go, 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 go. Hit it on the go. Go, 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 go. Hit it on the go.
I heard some lyrics about to come in there.
So okay, I was wrong on the soulful part, but it's definitely nostalgic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you was definitely wrong on that part. I like the party vibe, that house vibe. So let's begin to pick this apart. Barry, what do you think about this female artist?
About myself. Well, like I said, this is a collaboration. I heard that the artist, the producer, he's more like a DJ. So that's why you get like the feel of, the EDM, the club vibe. So when I wrote it, he sent it back. It was definitely like cut up and it had a lot going on. But I love it. I think it's fun. When you said acid, I was just like, that is totally.
That's what y'all was tripping on when you wrote it.
I didn't write it on acid at all.
So Bodie, what you thinking?
I mean, I like the song. It's that skate ring vibe. You know what I'm saying? Carmen got me laughing because she's talking about twerking and
Freaking wine
whining.
at the same time.
Yeah, you know.
Oh,
I'm like, yep. Put that one in that P dot. That P
busy.
dot song between her and P dot. That's like a workout
So I gotta
playlist.
open
Just-
up.
Totally.
just them two
Totally.
You're
songs.
teasing us.
Work out to it. Get that cardio on. Get that cardio on.
All right. Well, listen, everybody. If y'all didn't get your vote in, hurry up and get your vote in because we're about to go back to this music. Bobby, what you think?
It's still everyone. It seems like we're still in the summertime with the party vibe. So it's dope. The groove almost was similar to what's the guy from Maryland that we just reviewed?
P-Dot.
Yeah, it has that similar vibe. So it felt like if I was a DJ, I'm going right from his record right into your record.
Yeah. So what a coincidence. Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go, Barry Boo, holding the party down.
Versatile song.
It's time to turn up.
All right. Well, I gave it a dope vote tonight, and it's on my dope playlist too.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So.
Oh, Tony, what a privilege.
I know, right? I'm on Tony's playlist. All right, here we go. We're going to see what the people think. See how many more playlists you're going to get on tonight. Here we go. Yeah. '85. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah.
Wow.
Snapshot
Wow. Let me see if Barry's in the waiting room.
She here. Hey.
So Barry, what do you want to tell us about you? People are probably saying, who is this Barry Boo on the panel? You're with us all the time. You're part of the Tweedle family. Tell us who you are.
Well, like you said, I'm a Brooklyn native. I started out singing background for a lot of major artists. I will say I am the underdog that came from the background to the forefront.
Okay.
And you know, my music is very like energy driven. I sing and I rap. I call myself a swagstress because I sing rappy. So it's just whatever I organically hear when I hear a record. I'm also the one that just will say whatever it is that I want to say. You know,
all right.
I'm very raw. I'm very free spirited. So
I
hitting on the low
noticed.
is about that.
I noticed. Yeah, your lyrics are your lyrics always go there.
They will go there.
Your lyrics always find a way to go there.
Yeah.
Get it on the go.
All right. Well, okay. So now with this particular song, what was your vibe when you wrote this?
My vibe, I mean, I went through a few different records that he sent, and whatever spoke to me, I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna just start on. So for me, you know, like I said, I create melodies and then I start connecting the dots. Like I just record gibberish and then I just start putting my words to it.
Okay.
So it's definitely if you ever like see my shows, it's very energy driven. So I just wanted to write something that people can dance to.
All right. Note to self.
That was my
buy Barry's concert ticket when the market opens up.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to add anything for Barry? Give her feedback, comment. Bobby, Bo D, Keisha, what are the people saying? Anybody?
People are saying they want to see you perform, Barry, because the song is so upbeat. Devin Style also said he or she could see it being played in different places, like a lounge, a skate party, or dance off. So, and Carmen's ready to twerk and wine.
Tell them stay connected. It's Barry Boo. I'm Barry Demeter on social media. Definitely stay connected. I'm new at LA. I just moved here from New York City. So I'm kind of like peeping the circuit besides like COVID being here. But other than that, like,
all right. Well, you know, you'll come back to New York eventually. You'll find your way back home.
I want to be bi-coastal, like ideally.
All right. Okay.
I'll come to New York in the summertime, but not in the winter.
Right.
Apartment there. Okay.
Winters is brutal.
I think we have time for let me just see what the weather report looks like here on our timing and stuff. We may not have time to do all of the music that's here, but maybe we can get one more in. So and I'm just here. I don't even know what I'm doing, Barry. I'm messing around with things and I mistakenly hit your song. I don't know what happened to it. I gotta find it again. There it is. Okay. So we're gonna go back to the music and
play it from that part that cut off so y'all can hear the full thing.
Yeah, we're gonna play more of the track. Yeah. Here we go.
the show. You know the go, 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 go. You know the go, go, go.
Get it on the go.
I'm on it, and I'ma get it how I like if I want it. Just make sure you hit it right, yes I'm on it. We ain't gotta go all night if I'm on it. I'm on it. I got the flow, tell me what it's hitting for. What you mean you try and get more? I had enough, hit the grease your ego. I already got mine up, now I'm out the door. Tell me what it's hitting for. What you mean you try and get more? I had enough, hit the grease your ego. I already got mine up, I don't want no more. I don't really want no more. Told you what I came here for. I don't need it nice and slow. Speed up at the tempo. Hit it on the go, hit it on the go. Hit it, get it, get it. I wanna pick up and go. So should be fun to I'm running the show. Hit it on the go, 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 go.
Yo, I kept trying. Look, I've been trying to stop it for 20 seconds. I kept, it just kept going. It just kept going. So
Okay, yeah, that's fire.
I like that beat. I like that vibe. That's dope. You know, and you know, hit it on the go. Oh, I just knocked over my light.
Uh-oh.
That's all right.
Get on the go, Tony.
We live, guys. We live.
Everybody's laughing at me, but that's okay. I laugh at me too. I can still see me. So
We can still see you.
we're gonna go back to the music, and we're gonna go back and Guapanese is there, but we're gonna shuffle and see what comes up. And we got Gypsy Jeffrey.
She's a popular in the comments, I must say.
Oh,
Waiting for her.
Well,
They just
look,
go ahead. They sticking it
all
through.
right, so look, what are we thinking about this cover art, y'all? What are we seeing? What are we thinking?
She better can sing.
A woman's world. What kind of vibe we expecting?
Well, I've been in her presence before, so the cover art definitely depicts who she is.
Totally, right?
Yeah.
Totally.
All right.
Rock star.
It's very what I love about, because I know her personally, and what I love about Gypsy or this cover art is like, this is not an act. This gives you kind of like Wicked Witch, like Halloween thing, but it's not a gimmick. Like, this is just who she is.
This is who she is.
This is
Your friend is a witch?
No, she's not a witch. What I'm saying is that she lives in character. That's just who she is.
Oh, okay. She's got a very eccentric vibe.
Very much so.
Oh, okay. All right. I can dig that. I can dig that. All right. Well, let's start with the music. Yo, I like that. I don't know. I like music that takes me to a different space sometimes, and I love the way she brings life to this song. I don't know what you guys think, but Bobby, why don't you start us off on this one?
I mean, her authenticity is through the roof. I mean, whatever, you know, I see her personally, even her Instagram, everything that she does, even musically, it connects. So that's one thing I always had I'm a fan of, because she just knows what she's doing. Like, she's a rare entity out there. So yeah, I have nothing to say about the music. She's always in her bag.
So unbeknownst to me, my panelists are buds with Gypsy. All right, Gypsy girl, what's up? So we're bringing. I'm going to be the lone one out if she come into the waiting room. I'll be like,
I hope her personality matches.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. So Bo D, what you thinking? Because we know those two said dope. So what you thinking?
Listen, just play the sample again. Just play the sample again.
You really want to hear it again?
I really do, because it just chills. It's just
okay.
like I just want to run through a wall.
Well, don't hurt yourself. Here we go.
I'll do it when I get out the live. It's gonna be like She-Rock or something like that. Yo, so it's funny that y'all said something like the whole Wicked Witch, like just hearing her go, like in the back.
But is she saying
That's
moody?
so, I
Is
don't
she-
know, but it
It
just
sounds like
sounds
she's
so.
saying moody, like she's like women are allowed to be moody, which is kind of
It's
like
so
you know,
eerie, and it just make you do this.
It's so raw. That's what I love. Like you can feel it. It don't have to be like perfect. It's just like when you feel it, it's just like okay.
All right.
Yeah, just make you
Okay.
do the hot hands.
So and what did Keisha fill me in?
The people, I'm agreeing with Carmen right now because I hope her personality matches what you guys are saying about her, because this song is pleasantly different. They're saying it's rare, it's pure energy, and they want to run it back. So
Oh, they want to well, damn it, cast your vote because we coming to hear it. Here we come. Here we come. Drum roll. Whoa!
Okay, Gypsy.
89%. 89. Wait a second. We'll give it an applaud there. She's gonna take us out. She's gonna take us out on top because this is gonna, we're running over a little bit. We started late, but this is gonna be our last song tonight. And so let's get her in here and see what she's about. Let me see if I see her here.
I feel the energy already.
Feeling the energy,
It's like radiating off the screen. Like just
Look,
like
look at Bobby and Barry just smiling, boy. Like, hey girl, what's up?
That's my boo. I don't know. I'm not biased either.
All right, well,
but I'm a fan. I'm a fan and a friend.
Well,
So
you're fan and friend. She having difficulty getting in, apparently.
is she?
I don't know what's going on. She might not be
Here she
standing
go. Here
by.
she go. Hold on.
She might not be standing by. Call her. Oh, there she
there
go.
she is.
There she go. There she
Gotta
go.
connect the audio though. Gotta connect.
Oh, she got the Erica Badu vibes.
We need the audio though. We can't
I'm
hear.
rocking
We
with
need
this.
audio.
You got it. Turn it up. You gotta come on.
Yo, I'm digging her whole vibe, like the glasses,
everything.
everything. They just fly.
All right. Can you hear us now?
It says that it's coming, but I don't know.
We can't hear you.
We can't. I still
for some
can't hear
reason.
you.
It says it's connecting.
On my end, it looks like it's already connected.
It's my end too, which is weird.
And we can't. We still can't hear you. Check the mute button by the audio. There's some audio settings, and you got to hit your device or whatever. That little microphone gives you some audio settings.
You know how them old people be trying to figure out their phone? Like, let me look at this here. And the
It looks
camera
like
come on.
it's interesting, so I don't know.
The look definitely match.
Yeah, it's her all the time.
I swear she looked like Erica Badu.
The,
She
the way
completely
her
dropped out.
Yeah.
Let's see. How do we get her back?
Come on, Jib Jib.
Well, her camera's off, but her audio looks like it's on. We can't see you now. Well, while she's working on that, why don't we play a little bit more of the music?
For sure.
All right, give her a chance to get that audio right. A Woman's World.
Sometimes when a woman's fed up,
she finds herself lost in the transition. But the only thing that matters is that when you fall down, you get back up. Oh, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Fast forward to the times when I looked myself in the mirror and I hated everything I seen looking back at me. I was down. I was down. I was so down. Wow. Nothing even mattered at all but my own sanity. And now here I am. The times are getting easier. But every now and then I feel drowned. 'Cause the woman's ways and that man put me down with his abuse. I'm swimming away to my freedom song. I'm swimming away, regaining back my
Yo, this song is almost 6 minutes long. And it's like I can just wow. Wow, this song is fire. And she I have to admit her again. Let's see. Hopefully she comes through again. Let's see.
Like you can tell that she was just like vibing.
Yeah, can they see me? Oh, that video.
No, we can't see you, but I can.
There we go.
You gotta turn your phone. You're sideways. Turn your phone.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
There you go. There you go. Perfect.
Hello.
What's up?
Gypsy, thank you so much for your submission. Thank you so much for joining us and bringing us home this evening. So compliments to your song. It is so unique. It is so dope. And like, I'm not even halfway through it and I'm feeling it. Like I can feel your energy and your passion behind it. So I want to thank you for that. So tell everybody who you are. Like what are your inspirations? And you got some of your best buds on the panel unbeknownst to me. Like how cool is that? And but tell the rest of us, who you are and your inspirations and how long you've been doing this and everything.
Okay, well, first, thank you for the opportunity. I feel like all the love, and I'm so excited to share space with you all. My name is Gypsy J. Free. I am a artist, first and foremost. I call myself a rock star. Can nobody tell me I'm not a rock star? Like, I literally pour my heart into everything I do. Like this song, A Woman's World, was a true testimony of what I was going through in the moment. Coming out of a relationship that failed forward. I was a victim of domestic violence, but a survivor. Okay.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? And I was homeless. I was homeless at the moment, coming out of that relationship. And I wrote this song. I didn't write it. I freestyled it. Like, it was all spirit. Like, it was Christmas Eve. I was down and out. I was depressed. I was sad. Everything I felt was real. And I did this piece of art that has like truly haunted me in some sense. Cause I just hope that women hear this song, and then if they can relate, they find a truth, to know that it's a woman's world, and that you don't need nobody to tell you you're not beautiful. You don't need no man to put their hands on you, to love yourself authentically, raw, who you are, what you represent, and what you stand for. And it was just a living testimony that I survived the situation I was in back a few years ago when I did this song.
Wow, I did not expect all that testimony, and I got chills, so Thank you for bringing that message forward. It's so apropos. You know, the feminist movement is big right now, and women are coming into their truth. And I feel so blessed to even just see the evolution and the strength that women are gaining in society today. And so that's an amazing story. So first I'm gonna turn to your friends. Y'all got any questions for Gypsy, Bobby, Barry? Any comments on the song?
What's up? You're so like multifaceted. Like, what else do you have? That's like, what's next? Because you do everything actually. So, like, what are you feeling in now? Like, what can we expect from Gypsy?
So I'm like really truly on this like artist grounding work energy. Like I just relocated back home to Texas. I opened up an art trunk that I hadn't opened in the last 10 years when I was in my artist residency when I was a visual artist before I even found music. And I found like all this poetry from high school. Like I kind of piece of me kind of forgot that I was like a whole other, like a real artist, you know what I mean? So I'm facing my mirror forward on. I just bought a bunch of paintings. I'm finishing up my album, which has been 10 years in the making. I recorded so much music, and I'm finally like at a place to, like I had to leave New York City to come back and hug my mama and for her to look me in my eyes and say, I still believe in you. Keep going. So that's why I'm at right now, like making sure it all makes sense in this full circle.
All right. Well, hey, that's an amazing story. Bobby,
make sure you upload it to Tweedle. Make sure you upload the new music to Tweedle.
Bring all that music to Tweedle, exactly.
First, to us first, before everybody else.
So Gypsy, I see. One, I'm glad to see you again. I just think that you're shining, by the way. So I think the last time we've seen each other, man, it might have been, was it 4 years, 5 years? It was I think we was in the Lower East Side.
Like 5 years ago, yeah.
5 years ago.
That's when I started singing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think, one thing about music is, there's a lot of different sayings about music, but they always say that you need a journey to transcribe. So I think you realigning yourself with your family and being in Texas, I think is just I guess it's a restart in a sense. But I think you just went. And I know this is crazy to say, but R. Kelly told me, this is actually a good quote. When I was around Kells, we was on tour and K. Michelle was opening up and we got a chance to be around Kells. And I know a lot of his mentees. I know him from the creative side, nothing personal, but he always used to say, "Write life." So I think you have, write life. He said, as long as you're able to write life, it's endless. So I think, write about life, but your life is fulfilled. So I think you have a lot to share with the world. So just write life.
Write life. I love that.
And the way you bring it, I mean, I'm going to be looking for more of your content. So I hope you fill up Tweedle with your heat so we can feel it.
Oh, definitely.
But the way you delivered this song was so, gripping, right? Like it just gripped you just from when you first started sort of narrating in the beginning. It just pulled me right in, and then it gets to this little jazzy little bridge, and I was ready to cross that bridge to see what was on the other side. And, yeah. So, Bo D.
Two things.
Yes.
My first question.
Yes,
Did you work with a band like on the production, or did somebody like just get in the studio and like produce that? Like how did the production work on that?
So it's an amazing story. Are you there?
Yeah.
So it's an amazing story. So the producer, actually, CJ Wright, shout out to him. He's incarcerated right now. So we never even got to finish. Like he literally just went ham, and I was like, yo, I'm in my feelings. And he was like, well, how about you just get in the booth? And so I freestyled it all the way through. And then he started working his magic by adding like the live guitar and all this stuff. And it was like this song is only exclusively available on Tweedle because I took it off of streaming sites because like I owe him his respect to finish his work. You know what I mean? So I put it out. But now it's only exclusively available on here, and like I'm just ready for him to come back and add if it is even finished, you know, if it's not finished. So shout out to him. He produced it on the spot. I jumped in the booth and I just let my life tell its story in that moment, and then we have A Woman's World. That's
But I never knew it wasn't finished because.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was gonna lead me to that actually kind of led me to my second question, low key, because I'm just curious to see what Bobby thinks about this, because he mentioned something about arrangement and song structure. And when we first started playing the song, I could tell right off the bat that you were just vibing. Like you didn't sit down and write that. Like I could tell that. And then when Tony said, "Oh, it's like 6 minutes long," and I said, "Yeah, you can tell you're just vibing." But I wanted to know, not only from Bobby but from you, how did you manage? I mean, I know how you did it from an artist perspective, but for the people that's watching, how did you manage to still find arrangement and structure in such a vibey, like freestyle type of record, to where we still can detect like the hook from the verses and from the beat, you know, the B side of like it, like you just did it so effortless, even though it was like a freestyle. And I wanted to hear Bobby's take on that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so there is an unwritten rule. I always try to attribute to like the Matrix, the all-time greats, Michael Jordan, Muhammad Ali. I always say, as long as you learn the basics and the fundamentals, you can bend rules. But that in music, you can bend the structure if you fulfill it with feeling. So the thing is that she can break the rules in this aspect. I know this sounds crazy, 'cause I definitely sound hypocritical. But the thing is,
that's why I asked. That's why I asked, because she did it so well. So I was like, I'm just curious to hear what he thinks.
But there's only a few artists that can, and I'm not gassing Gypsy. I'm just saying there's like
she deserve it.
Yeah, like
that was Biggie every day.
Yeah, that was Biggie. That was a Marvin.
Biggie all the time. Yeah,
that's Marvin, Janis Joplin, a D'Angelo. And people can break rules, but that's only when you have the fundamentals fully mastered. You can do it because you know how to occupy space and time. So even though obviously I'm sure we weren't looking, you wouldn't know the song was long unless you actually looked at the time. So she's a master of knowing how to fulfill time. So that's the unwritten rule of breaking rules.
I was ready to cross that bridge. I was there.
Yeah.
I was there.
So how did you get to that, Gypsy? Like, how did you know in your mind, like, what clicked to say, okay, even though I'm like riffing and vibing, I still need to make it make sense? Like when did it click? Like, did it click like as you got to the hook and you just started feeling yourself, or did it just kind of flow like that?
Spirit.
It just kind of flowed?
Spirit. We are people of color, melanin. Like, I really, truly feel like it wasn't just me singing. It was ancestors holding me back. I was standing on the shoulders of giants as I was singing the song. It was me plus somebody else. You know, so I really, truly believe that it was divine purpose that this body of work came out, because I was crying, I was shouting, I was chanting. And after, you know, because I was like, whoa, I know what power feels like in being an African-American woman.
Amen.
You got a fan for life with that
So
one.
let me just say this. Artists, stay on the line, because I got a question for Bobby. You guys are going to want to hear it. But go ahead, Gypsy. I didn't want to cut you off, but we haven't gotten to the leaderboard today because we kind of, got caught off the schedule a little bit. But we're going to see the leaderboard after this. We're going to ask a question of Bobby before we go, so stay around. There's some more show to have. Don't leave us yet. Okay, go ahead, Gypsy. Finish there.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So it really truly was like me showing up as my most authentic self, and like in the rarest form, because it was such a real feeling. And like when you think of artists like Marvin Gaye, like he was speaking to the times. You know, I wasn't here creating a fantasy. I was telling my truth. You know, so I really feel like God was using it as some form of my testimony that would be a visual audio that would send vibrations in the world and help somebody even leave that relationship. So it really is true spirit, honestly.
Okay.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Well, you got a fan in me. So upload some more music so I can.
Bring your heat to Tweedle, and I'm going to listen to the rest of that 6 minutes later.
Let's go. I'm excited about that, y'all. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for your submission. Thank you for joining us today. Stay on the line because we got more to come, so don't leave us. Stay on the line.
Thanks,
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Now
Man, I just yawned. That was crazy. My bad.
that was awesome. Yeah, what an incredible journey, man. But
Yeah,
you know,
she's
hey,
super dope.
yeah, I mean,
Yes,
you know,
very, very dope.
yeah, very, very dope. So, well, we
Speaks for
haven't even
everyone.
taken a look at the leaderboard. But before I go to leaderboard, Bobby, I have a
Yes.
question for you.
Yes.
Okay. You know, gone are the days of billboards and you know all that street team kind of stuff. Everything's gone digital. What are the top 3 things that you do today to help expand the audience reach of your artists?
Man, I think number one rule of thumb is definitely social media. I think social media is a very big component in reaching fans. Obviously, during COVID, we were kind of tested. You weren't able to go outside. Obviously, shows didn't happen. You know, the groundswell didn't really happen. It was pretty much all online. So I think we started to see a seismic shift on artists that wasn't necessarily tech savvy. They had to really, their back was against the wall, and they had to understand how to reach their fans because they weren't able to reach them in their old traditional ways of doing shows and stuff like that. I think we started to see the humanizing factor. So we always complain, artists who are mysterious, they always say, well, I don't want to overexpose myself on social media to expose my music. But what I think we started to see from artists who are mysterious or felt like they were more, I'm a superstar, you can't reach me, I'm a star. We saw a humanistic approach. We saw some of our biggest stars kind of be more human, and I think it related to us all as a people. Where
Give an example. Give an example of that.
I think Drake. I think Drake is a perfect example of seeing him interact with his child's mother, with his son, being recording in his big home. Like regardless of how big his home is, he still had that. When I met Drake, it was him and 40 with the laptop, with the Digio 2, and the Norman mic. He went back to the basics again. It just showed you like the human spirit of understanding that at one point you was the starving artist trying to make it, and then just humbled you to get back to the basics. And, you know, if you remove the glamour and glitz, it put you back in perspective. I think Snoop, seeing Snoop during this time, seeing him go, and even the Versus series, I think we got a chance to see some of our legends like the Great Patty and Gladys, to, you know, a Brandy and Monica, to even seeing DMX and his point. So we kind of saw all these different subgenres, and we started to see artists in their own element, and we were able to give them their flowers virtually. So I think that was kind of dope, and we can revisit songs that kind of shaped our lives. I think also too, with just not being, I think sometimes doing shows and seeing people react to music, it made artists focus more on the song content. Like I think artists if you started seeing the music that's been coming out, it's been more fulfilled with content.
The messaging is more authentic and has more meaning to it.
Yeah. Like for instance, Nas, right? I mean, I think, I'm a fan of Nas, and I think this project he had with Hit Boy, we saw another side of Nas. We appreciated him in his veteran age. He seems like he never ages, by the way. But the thing is that we saw somebody that's, 25, 26, almost 30 years in the game, and he was just as relevant and poignant on topics. And I saw fans I saw kids, young men and women who didn't even know, weren't even fans of Nas, ended up becoming fans of Nas. And then he was able to retain this older audience and say, we will appreciate his new body of work. So I think those are some of the ways. And then me from an A&R perspective, man, I think even now while we're on here, I'm having conversations with, my artists are all texting me in the studio, out the studio, and they're asking me, what can I do more? And I'm like, nah, man, just keep recording and again, write life. And I think we'll figure it out. So I try not to put the pressure of the artist of, yo, we got to meet deadlines and stuff like that. I'm not that type of guy. I like to throw away clocks. Like, it's not about time. Yeah, there will be a time where we have to close things and we have to plan a rollout and plan a release date. But I always want to make sure that they have a blank canvas to record and create, and it's fun and it's creative. And we put the right pieces together so it doesn't feel like it's a job or obligation. It just feels like, yo, I just want to share my art with my people. And that's what I try to do with all my artists, to make sure it's not a job. I want to make sure it's a creative, fun space for them to create. So That's
You
some
know,
of the moves I do.
it's interesting because, you know, in this time of quarantine, if you will, you know, I kind of tell artists a little bit of like, you know, just write
Yeah.
a song a day, pour out all that emotion that's in you, like get it out, and it'll form itself and it'll structure itself later, and it'll be crappy and raw and stuff, but that feeling and that emotion will come out and you'll capture it. And now is just a great time to reflect on life and write about it, because you know there's so many different moving emotions that people are having as they're learning how to live with people in a closed-in environment, and it's, you know, where they've been so distant because of, you know, social networks and stuff over the last few years, that, you know, they find themselves in a new space a little bit.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, I think we just seen this is going to be something that goes down in the history books as far as how we're one as a people. We're uniting all different races and backgrounds. Obviously, we've seen the social injustice that's happening, but then obviously we have a pandemic, right? And the only thing that seems recession proof is music. I think music still gets us through the day. Music is our timeline. We, like, from the young gospel singer that sung I'm a black man, that was special to
Right.
you know, there's just different moments that we see in music kind of get us verses. I mean, I think verses was, and D Nice, right? Like we saw these sparkling
Yeah.
moments that got us through where we're, and now it seems like it was a breeze. Like we got through spring. Like remember, we were still
And
in
now
winter.
we got Tweedle Live. Now we got Tweedle Live.
Yeah. Now we got Tweedle Live, and you see where we at.
Yeah.
We're sharing hard.
So we're running long, so I'm just gonna go and put up the leaderboard so that we can at least kind of see where people fared today. Let's see what we got here. So play back today. Brittany Bloom held it down, chart topper again with Breathe. Gypsy coming in with 89 with a solid second place performance. Barry, your 85 dropped a little bit to 81, those slackers. Alyssa came in at 67 and Miriam is 65. So that rounds out our top 5 for the day. I really enjoyed today's show, and we got off to a little bumpy start, but you know, I really do appreciate you, Bobby, for joining us today. And let's you and I just make sure we vibe more and stay connected.
Yeah, I would love to come. I would love to come back. I mean, this is not going to be my first, and it won't be my last.
We'll definitely have you back. And there's some other things that we were texting about. I want to make sure, you know, we have another conversation on professionally, because I got some things I want to share with you. And but definitely, man, much love. Appreciate you coming out today and giving us your time and your energy and your wisdom and feedback. It was just a blessing for me, and I'm sure a lot of people got a lot of good jewels out of it today. So thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Yes, and that, everybody, ends our live stream event.
That's a wrap.